Mickey.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the, I don't know whether I should be calling it the Woody Show anymore. I should be calling it Woody, Mickey and Tracy, shouldn't I? But that's a bit long. So I think I'm just going to call it the Woody Show or WMT. I don't know. We'll have to think of a different name for it because it's not really my show anymore. It's our show, isn't it? So we'll have to call it something different, I think. Because I want a nice domain name for it. And old people talking absolute bollocks doesn't really work as a domain name. I want something that's nice and friendly. The Woody Show is easy to remember. It rolls off the tongue. Woody, Mickey and Tracy is a bit complicated. I want something that people can stick in and just do. Do you know what I mean, guys?
Yeah.
So I'll buy the domain name and I'll do all the shit with the domain name. So that's all I'm thinking. So should it still be the Woody Show? I mean, we could call it the Mickey Show, couldn't we?
Look at that
He's
face.
miles away. He's miles away today, isn't he?
I think Mickey needs to just change his surname to Jeff Wood, and then it will work because we'd all three of us would be some form of Woody.
Yeah, there we go. Mickey Jeffwood, yeah.
Yeah.
Mickey Jeffwood, there we go.
Woodmore,
Okay,
Tracy
you are
Greenwood.
now officially known as Mickey Jeffwood. Hello, Reddit, how are you?
I'd prefer to be called Mickey's Gotwood.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Mickey.
Because that's been a
Mickey
while.
Gotwood.
Yeah.
That's his new name.
How are you? How are you, leather client 3239? I love Reddit names. It's gonna be one of your last times watching stream on Reddit because in 4 days' time, Reddit says goodbye to us, doesn't it? They like our British accent on Reddit, by the way, Tracy and Mickey. So I will give you the link to the stream in the Discord, and you can go and chat to them.
Is
So
it 3 days' time? I thought it was 7. Was our next Monday's our last stream.
the 11th. The 11th is
15th.
No, the 15th. You're right. You're right. Actually, fuck me. You're right. Yeah. Fuck me. You're right.
But the Monday it will be the last time we're on Reddit because
Dun, da-da, and there I am.
No, why don't it be Wednesday then? It's Monday's. What date's Monday?
Monday's the 14th.
It's 15th next Tuesday because I got to take my wife to the hospital on Wednesday the 16th.
Is that for the hearing?
Yes, I agree, leather client.
Yeah,
leather
for a
client.
hearing,
It is very. What, Mickey?
For a hearing assessment again.
Got him there.
We've got to go through all that bollocks again, haven't we?
I've got him twice then. I've got him repeated twice then. He still doesn't work out what I've done.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I agree, leather client. It is very bad of Reddit. But you can still catch us every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday on Twitch. There you go. Look. So I'm just thinking about getting a friendly URL. I've got one, the Woody.place, which will take us there. But I'm just thinking about the woodyshow.com. I think. I don't know. Let me have a think about that. Right. Tracy, down to you.
I was going to say you can always point. If you buy the domain and then change your mind about the name of the show, you can always point the domain to a different place or whatever. So it's fine. Yeah. Hello. I've been tired. There we go. That's my update. No, I've been tired since about Saturday, and I think it's just a case of that I'm doing too much and not sleeping enough. But I've just felt a little bit under the weather because when we were streaming on Saturday, I kept having little, where you step out slightly. I kept having little dizzy spells, which may well have just been tiredness. Could be hormones. As a woman of a certain age, you don't know what the hell's going on half the time.
That's normal for women of any age.
Yeah.
But it just gets worse as you get older, and you end up sort of like, now is that hormones or is that a brain tumor? No. So saw the fireworks Saturday night, and they redid them again on Sunday evening, so that was good. Because Saturday it was raining and Sunday it wasn't, so I got two different aspects. And yeah, I've got a couple of things to talk about, but I won't rattle them yet. What have you been up to, Mickey?
Well, yesterday, what did I do yesterday? Oh, I went to a firework display yesterday. I had my hog roast.
Oh.
The kids and the grandkids were laughing. As soon as we walked in, hog roast, and off I marched. They said they reckon they haven't seen me move so fast in years.
To be fair, if hog roast, I'd be out there as well. It's...
Only disappointment is it was more like pulled pork than proper hog roast, proper meat, and they had no crackling either.
Oh no.
So that was a bit, and it's £7.
But was it good?
So it was nice, yeah. I can't deny. I ate that, and then the grandkids wanted chips, so I had to have some chips as well.
Got to be done. Yeah.
With a bit of cheese on them.
Was it extortionately expensive for the chips? Because here in London,
£4.
That's not too bad, I guess.
Well, no, I mean a portion of chips in a chip shop probably cost you a couple of quid, but it's an event.
Yeah.
And they've got to pay for their stall to be there. So I mean, I expect. And then I had a praline latte.
Ooh.
I've never had a praline latte
nice.
before.
Kind of like
It really was actually.
Coffee. Slightly nutty coffee.
Updated the title, Tracy, by the way.
It was, yeah. It was, yeah.
Have you seen it, Mickey?
What? Woody
He's
Tracy,
updated
Mickey
the
and Tracy.
title.
Yeah, Woody, Mickey and Tracy.
No. The actual title says "Old people talking rubbish." Mickey pulling pork.
Oh, Mickey's pulling his pork. Yeah.
That's hilarious. So.
But yeah, that's what I got up to yesterday. Actually pissed down all day, but around about 4 o'clock that stopped, which is fine. We went to fireworks about just after 5. I mean, the fireworks didn't go off till 6:30, but it's at my granddaughter's school, so that was all supporting the school, really. I mean, I think schools everywhere need all the support they can get these days, to be fair. Yeah. With a shortage of funding. I mean, I know her school, some of the teachers supply the pencils and colouring crayons that they use in the school. So
terrible. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah. And the PTA, they help out, of course. But yeah. So yeah, I don't mind to do anything to support, any of my grandkids' schools, to be fair.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean,
it was a good night. Good night.
Yeah. I didn't get to go to a firework display. I was looking out the window, and I was trying to film it. I've got a very shit camera. I know that. But it was more of a sort of like test to see what I can get and how do I get them in view and things like this. So that like when I get a better camera, like next year.
I was absolutely freezing by the time I got home.
I bet.
Because they had the fire. I mean, the fireworks only went on for about 10-15 minutes. But you had to go on the wet grass, and obviously that gets through the bottom of your feet, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Even though you've got shoes on, you know what I mean. You still feel the cold and the damp.
And I always find that when your feet get cold, the rest of you's cold.
The rest of me's cold, yeah.
So.
Yeah. So it took me ages to warm up when I got home, but yeah.
Oh, good.
It was a good night. Saturday I didn't do anything, to be fair. I was here Saturday. Today I've done absolutely nothing.
And my daughter,
just a few things. I made a toad in the old today.
Hey, we haven't seen that yet. Is it as big as your shepherd's pie?
Well, it was fairly big, yeah.
Do you do it in the same tray as the shepherd's pie?
Well, nearly. Nearly. I mean, it had 8 sausages in it for 2.
Lovely. Huh? That sounds good.
That's 4 for me, 3 for Donna, and 1 for the dog. But yeah, so no, I ain't done a lot really at all.
Lovely. That sounds good.
I've updated the title again to reflect the chat.
Why is he licking windows?
Yeah, with your camera.
I had the window open, actually. I had the window wide open because Saturday in particular, because it was raining, just couldn't see out of the windows. So I had the window wide open. And then Sunday it wasn't raining, so it was good. What is he doing? What is he changing it again? And what's it going to be? And Steve is just sexy. Steve is just amazing. Mickey pulls his fork, Tracy licked windows, and Steve is just fabulous. Darling. I had a Tesco order today. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I'd sent a substitution back, and I noticed that I still hadn't been refunded for it. And it was £3. So,
Mickey's full import, Tracy's licking windows, Mickey's sausage. I'm glad he left windows in the middle of there.
oh my god! Yeah, definitely a stream not to be missed. Tracy's licking the windows on Mickey's sausage. Yeah, so I noticed that they hadn't refunded me for the thing that I sent back. But then I had a Tesco delivery today, and he must have completely forgotten one whole tray, because there was I get the big bottles of water, the bigger ones, the 2-litre ones. There was those 4 missing, all my toilet rolls, a bag of rice, and some garlic salt, all missing. So that must have all been in the same tray that he's just forgotten. Obviously, when I phoned up, they were absolutely fine about it. But I said to the guy, I said, it looks like he's just forgotten. He just missed the whole tray because the water and the toilet rolls usually come together.
Yeah.
So
They come together, they go all soggy.
yeah. I suppose the logic is, I guess, if the water leaks, the toilet roll will soak it up. But they usually turn up in the same tray.
Well, do you know what I was doing yesterday?
We were just about to ask, what have you been up to, Steve?
I was playing with Mickey and he kept coming on top.
I did.
Sounds delightful.
I did. Huh?
He did. He had a really big ship on me as well.
I did. I kept poking my big stick at him.
Yeah, he did. He did. He did.
I bet you enjoyed that, Mickey. I bet you.
We were actually playing World of Warships in cooperative play together last night.
He even got rammed.
Yeah, I got rammed. I got rammed from behind.
Hey, Paul.
Hi up, Paulsy P. How are you?
Hey, mate. All right.
Good evening to you. Coming to tell us all about your new computer you bought, no doubt. Right. Listen, I'm going to have a moan about something. I've got some really posh coffee, right?
Yeah.
This is Nespresso. You see it?
Yeah.
Caramel creme brulee, right?
Okay.
Which ain't cheap. This ain't cheap. And it makes a cup of coffee, but it is so fucking bitter. Why is decent coffee always bitter?
It shouldn't be bitter though.
No, it's so bitter. I've had to put. I don't take sugar in chilled coffee, but I've had to put brown sugar in this to make it drinkable. Oh,
Decent coffee should not be bitter. The bitter
I know.
when they put too much chicory in.
There's no chicory in that. It's horrible.
Yeah, when you get a decent cup of coffee, it should taste of coffee, and then
Yeah.
there should be.
I used to like canned coffee.
And then there should be a sort of.
You like a bit of camp, do you? I can't put that in there. There's no room now.
No, canned coffee
Yeah.
used to come in a bottle, didn't it? Liquid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was nearly 90% chicory. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. But that's it. You know, if you like the bitterness, you like the bitterness. But if an actual decent coffee shouldn't have so much chicory in it, it should.
You know me, I'm always bitter.
Yeah. It should taste like coffee, but then there should be a back flavour of whatever the whatever the type of bean is. You know, whatever not brand, whatever thingy of bean it is.
Whatever bean you're flicking.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna send this back because I'm really not happy. I'm really not happy with the taste. The fact that I have to put sugar in it is a bit of a nightmare.
And creme brulee, a creme brulee is sweet.
Yep.
It's like a sort of a creamy custardy thing with.
That's the coffee I wanted last night, but they hadn't got it, so I ended up with praline, which they recommended, which is quite nice.
Over 3K for the pleasure of having a new PC, but it is a beast. Yeah, I do love a beast of a computer.
You'd have more fun if you spent that money on sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Yep.
But it wouldn't last as long.
No, that's Mickey.
And that you're pointing at me.
Oh yes, I am.
There's Vicky. This one here.
Actually, Polsey, I had pulled pork. I'm not pulling my pork. It's just fucking twat again.
I wasn't pulling his pork. How dare you? How very dare you? We've actually got the same number of viewers on Reddit as we have on Twitch. Woo!
4?
4, yeah, 4. Well, according to my figures, but I'm not seeing the same as you because I'm not seeing the screen. And what else have I done? I've organised my my second Twitch channel, and I've put because I'm an Amazon Prime member, and I've worked out how to have 2 Twitch channels to one Amazon Prime account because with Twitch, the VODs are only kept for 7 days, unless you're an affiliate or a partner, or you're a Twitch. You're an Amazon. Right, if you're an affiliate, I think they're kept for 30 days. If you're not an affiliate, they're kept for 7 days. If you're an affiliate, they're kept for 30 days. If you're a partner, they're kept for 60 days. Or if you're an Amazon Prime member, they're automatically kept for 60 days. Now, you can actually have 4 Twitch accounts to one Amazon Prime membership, but it's a fucking awful way to do it. And when you go onto Amazon and ask them for help, they haven't got a clue. They say, no, you can only have one account, one Twitch account per Amazon Prime membership. You can have 4, but eventually worked it out today. So I've got the 2 accounts on one Amazon Prime membership, so they're both keeping their VODs for 60 days.
Oh, that's good. Good.
So yeah, I've been really technical today.
That's an interesting thing to know, actually, because my stream that I completely keep forgetting to actually do. But when I was doing the streaming in Scotland, I knew that it was a 7-day, 7 days, because I'm not affiliate and it gets cut off.
Yep.
So that's an interesting thing to know, that if I ever do stuff like that and I'm still not affiliate, then I will have to do an Amazon Prime thingy to be able to have it saving for 60. So that's good. No panic of I have to get back and I have to download this stuff, because that's what I was doing. I have to get back and download this stuff before I lose it, and it wasn't that good anyway. So.
And there's been 2 notable things happening on Twitter today. Elon Musk had a meltdown.
Yeah, because people.
He was called
him.
Huh?
People keep impersonating him.
No, it was Elon Musk was having a meltdown and he kept calling people wankers. I think he's deleted them all now, but his account was hacked. I'm sure it was hacked.
I was going to say, was it him? Because surely,
yeah.
I didn't think wankers was an American colloquialism.
No, he didn't call them wankers.
Yeah,
he said for all of you people that like to MAS debate on Twitter, here's a new site for you, Mass Debate Dom. Right, and he kept complaining about his screen being dirty because of all of that mass debaters. He's deleted them now, but he put out about 10 tweets like that. It was his blue tick account.
He went. I know he went a bit bonkers because people they're not actually impersonating him, pretending to be him. It's like my account. It's at TA Greenwood, but then you choose your name at the beginning.
Yeah.
And people were changing their screen name to Elon Musk and putting a picture of Elon Musk, and then tweeting like mad stuff as though Elon Musk was saying it. And this man, who's all for freedom of speech, hated it and was shutting them down and deleting their accounts.
Yeah. Yep.
So
but he's deleted his post now where he lost it.
But the blue ticks won't mean nothing soon because he's going to charge anybody $8.99 a month to have a blue tick.
And that will fall straight into scammers' laps.
Yep.
Exactly that.
That's one bit of news, and the other bit of news is karma.
Yeah.
Facebook owner Meta are expecting to shed 75,000 jobs. Right? And please let it be the people who program their AI bots.
Yeah.
Why don't they lay off the AI bots and keep the humans?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you might be cheering about it, Steve, but it's going to make people in your situation lives more difficult.
In what way? I'm not going back to Facebook, Mickey. I've decided. I've stopped it.
Well, no, but I'm just saying people in your situation who have, I mean, as you know, there's thousands and thousands of them.
No, it's a bit more than that.
banned
If you've been reading the board, or if you've been reading Twitter, in 2021,
I don't read Twitter.
in 2021, Facebook exposed the user data sets for 533 million users on the internet. 533 million. I'll leave you to think about that for a minute. Your accounts have probably been exposed as well.
Yeah, probably.
I don't understand what best pal means. So you can actually have more than 200 letters in Twitter.
Yeah, he's going
280. You can have 280 characters in Twitter at the moment.
Yeah, but he's going to change that.
It's a long form, I know.
Yeah.
I quite like it being short form because it means that I don't have to sit and read loads. And if you want to read loads, you do you number your posts. So you go one of 10, 2 of 10, all stuff like that. I like what we do need is an edit button because it's so infuriating putting up a really great tweet and then finding there's a stupid typo or a word missing.
So read the link I've just posted.
Okay, and then you've got to delete the entire tweet and retweet it, by which time you might have got some traction from it, might have got some interaction. And even if the edit button was allowed for say 10 minutes while you sit there and go, ah shit, look, I'm just stupid, I've left out a word and it makes no sense now. So let's have a look at this.
You read that. And it's frightening what it's frightening what Meta have done. Absolutely frightening. 533 million accounts have had their data exposed on the net. That's how I was hacked. They hacked me back in 2021 and they set a persistent cookie on a browser which got around the two-factor authentication. This is the information that Meta don't want out in the wild. They don't want people to know just how many users have been exposed because of them. That's going to end up with a massive class lawsuit.
Yeah.
Okay.
533 million data sets exposed. That's a breach beyond compare. That's unbelievable. So in my situation, I've given up with Facebook, Tracy. I've stopped all the I've stopped trying to get media. I just don't care anymore. Just what's going on Twitter and that's it. And come the dreaded day, which comes on the 13th, I'll no longer be on Facebook at all. So I don't care anymore. I've had enough. I've had enough of the false friendships on Facebook, and you know how I feel about that. As you talking about Boaty, who's turned out to be a fucking wanker. I thought he was my friend, but he's not. So, you know, it's as last.
I know exactly what you must be feeling, you know, but I just think that it's been how long? 3 weeks, 4 weeks since they kicked you off?
Yep.
I still think in the grand scheme of friendship, that's not a long time at all. And I mean, honestly, I've got a friend who lives in Ireland that we don't speak for years, but when we do speak, it's like the time has never gone past. And I've got another friend who we don't speak for months, but we've been on holiday together. And what will happen is that we'll have an evening of like literally, blah, 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 you know, and everything like this, and then won't speak again for months. But that's not because we're not speaking, and it's not because we're not friends. It's just in the grand scheme of friendship, it must feel like a long time to you because it's so much stuff that's happening, and you're doing all this stuff with your forum and things, and you want people to come over and look at it, but it's not very long. That's all I'm thinking. It's not very long, and I'm always more willing to give people more of the benefit of the doubt. If it'd been 6 months, yeah, I'd be agreeing with you. I'd be like, yeah, that's a long time for people. They know you've got cancer. It's a long time for people to just like not bother, not care, and not even wonder whether you've died or not, or emigrated. But it's not even a month yet, so that's all I'm thinking. That's me. I'm the optimist. I would hope that people will eventually want to, eventually something will, and they'll go, oh, I've not spoken to Steve or not seen Steve for 2 months. I hope he's all right. And then think about getting in contact with you.
I just read an interesting tweet. I'm just going to break the moment. I'm just going to read an interesting tweet. Elon Musk, going forward. Oh, is it Elon or Elon? I call him Elon. Going forward, my Twitter handles or handies engaging in impersonation, or any Twitter handles engaging in impersonation without clearly specifying parody, will be permanently suspended.
Yeah.
Someone's replied to him and said, "Can you suspend that Spurs official because they impersonate a football team?"
Yeah, but
sorry, I just had to share that one.
Sorry, Palsy says, "LOL, Boaty." Yeah, that was hilarious.
The fact is that he logged onto my board.
Yeah.
Opened an account and has done nothing with it.
But that's what I'm saying again. It's how long's your board been alive? 3 weeks?
Since the 4 weeks. So that's fine because he's got an email that went out 2 days ago reminding him that he's got an account on there and he hasn't used it, and it gives him another 10 days and it will be deleted. But it's not a problem. I'm not going back on Facebook. There's no.
Well, I wasn't just talking about Boaty. I was talking about because you had quite. I can't remember how many friends you had on there. 500.
1,500.
1,500. So I'm not just talking about Boaty himself. I'm talking about I'm talking even more about the people who haven't even bothered to look.
Yeah,
Boaty
exactly.
made an effort, but just generally, I'm talking about those. It may just be that life moves so quickly that it's only been 4 weeks. If it's been, like I said, if it'd been 4 months or 6 months, yeah, that's like, well, where's all my friends? But it's just so. Just seems it's just a bit premature, and that's just me being ever the optimist.
Are we talking about Mickey again?
Probably.
What do you think, Mickey? Do you think I mean, have you got? You must.
I'm going to get another one of my posh coffees. I'll be back in a second.
Okay. You must have.
I wouldn't because you don't like it.
And they just don't like him.
No. He said he's going to get another one of his posh coffees. I said I wouldn't because he's just been moaning. He doesn't like it.
Right. I thought you meant his friends don't like him. It's very well timed. I said, "What do you think about it?" You said, "Well, they don't like him." He's got loads of posh coffees though, hasn't he? Just not that. He doesn't like that creme brulee one. But yeah, I mean, what about you, Mickey? Have you got friends that you just don't see or speak to for months, and then you have a massive great big catch up?
Friends I don't speak to for years, but when we do meet again, it's like
no time's
you've never been away.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, I would say there's people I see every day, but that'd be a fucking lie. I don't see anybody from day to day. A little hermit.
I know the feeling. It's lovely being a hermit. But carry on, yeah.
But yeah, so yeah. There are people that I don't speak to for months, and then. But then again, there's people on my Facebook, Trace, right, who don't even come up on my feed for months, although I know they've been posting.
Oh, that's Facebook.
Yeah, exactly that. So
talking about with the algorithm.
In Steve's case, it might be that some people haven't been seeing or not, or in his case, not seeing.
Yeah, and still presuming that
they're not aware.
That's what I'm saying.
But I did put it out on my account that he's been banned, and I would
do it, but there's only literally you, Boaty, and somebody that Steve really doesn't want to talk to. In my friends.
Oh, not my ex-wife.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I'm not going to put a link out.
Yeah, but his ex-wife's on my Facebook, but
you've got more joint friends with Steve. I've literally just got you and Boaty, and then of course the other one is no longer a friend with Steve. But I'm saying there's no.
She blocked me, you know.
Huh?
She blocked me.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Well, but what I'm saying is that I would put the link out saying Steve's here if you want him. But there's no.
You got 3 friends here, Polsey.
Exactly.
3 friends here, mate.
But there's no point because me and Steve don't share any more friends. That you've got more friends. You share more friends.
Understand that.
So,
yeah.
So yeah.
All I'm saying is I'm just giving up and trying to get my Facebook account back.
I'm so glad that my surname isn't Woodmore because Steve is monopolising the Woodmore URLs.
Oh, you'd be surprised how many Woodmore domain names I own. I own woodmore.co.uk, woodmore.uk, woodmore.contact, woodmore.info, woodmore.family.
Woodmore.tv?
No, that somebody else owns that. The one that I really want is woodmore.com, but that's fucking GoDaddy have got that. They've had it since 2001 and they want $5,000 for it. Well, they can fuck right off.
Have you looked to see when it runs out?
It runs out every year and they renew it every year automatically. I've actually got it in my Google. I've actually got it in my Google diary that it reminds me the day before. So I sit there clicking the button as it expires. The trouble is when a domain name's expired, the minute it expires, you used to be able to renew it the minute it expired, but now you've got about 14 days for the other person to get it. And GoDaddy keep renewing it in that time.
Yeah,
I always have a go.
I had a domain a couple of years ago that it had run out, and through no fault of my own, because I'd done it through a third party, and I was really pissed off that I'd lost it. I don't have it now, but at the time I was really pissed off that I'd lost it. And so every year I was checking, and then it ran out, and then they gave the domain people had given them some. I'd looked it up. It was something like 80 days or something for them to come to claim it and renew it and everything. And every day I'm refreshing, and I'm like, oh come on! I was looking at the who is, come on. And the minute that it ran out, I dived in there and I got it. I didn't need it. I just to spite the bastard who lost it for me. Thinking of Andy, and Mickey be probably vaguely interested about this. He went to the doctor today for the first step in trying to get diagnosed with autism or Asperger's or something.
All right.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he suffered with anxiety all his life, and he's always had sort of autistic traits, and it's just got to the point now. I mean, really, I've always said they're throwing medication at the problem, but it's not getting down to what the problem is. And if he gets diagnosed, then there'll be a whole world of support rather than just medication. So he feels positive about it. He wasn't going along there going, what's wrong with me? I'm weird. But and so they did the little test. He did a test at home which showed that he probably has got he's on the spectrum. And then when he went to the GP today, they did the short 10-point thing, and he scored 7, but he should actually have scored 8 because he didn't understand the question where it said, do you look at the bigger picture or do you focus on the small details? He didn't quite understand what that meant. So had he put that correctly, he would have been 8 out of 10. So, which is quite significant. So she's referring him. So I was like, yes. Brilliant.
Good, yeah.
How's your?
But as I told my son, that could take months.
Yeah, but it's first step. I mean, I think from what you've said, your son is more acute, more of an acute problem because you said that he hides out in his room and stuff like that, and he really, if plans change, he really gets upset about it and stuff like that. So,
he did actually turn up at the fireworks last night, just in time for the fireworks, and then he left as soon as they'd finished. So that
it's something though. That's the thing. At least rather than hanging around with all the crowds and all the people, which I know is a problem.
He doesn't like crowded places.
No, same with Andy. That's it. But this is what I mean. At least.
And I mean, even there, he came with his headphones on, so he's playing music in his ears.
And he uses special earplugs that take.
He's got noise cancelling earphone, and then he's got the ones that you wear connected to his phone, but he's also got ordinary ear defenders that block out all noise.
Yeah. No, what Andy's got, he's got earplugs that you put in, and it takes certain decibels off, which are ones that set people off. And he wears those in social situations, in crowded situations, and it just takes that edge off. So it doesn't cancel all the sound out, but it does the certain pitches and things that get to his soul. You know, it takes those off, and he wears them quite a lot. And they cost about £25, I think, but they've seriously worked. It really.
If it enables him to get out in the into the world, then that's a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he can. Go on.
I've got something called ambient noise earbuds. They're made by a company called Earphone Pro, and what they are is they're earbuds. They're very small, as you can see. They actually do 24 hours. I'm only wearing one because I want to do it, but they've got what's called ambient noise on them, which if I tap it, they've actually got microphones on them that, as well as hearing the sound that's coming in this way, it also records the sound from behind me as well, so I can hear ambient noise going on in the background, and it cuts the frequency down, but it means that I can listen to music and not get run over by a bus. It's actually quite good. It's actually quite good. But, of course, I've got my hearing aids as well, which I can't connect to my computer, and they've got the same system on them. And they also connect to my phone, which I think is brilliant.
They're called Karma by Flat.
My second favourite colour is green, I think. But where about you from, Madadillo, just out of curiosity?
Oh, second favourite colour.
My favourite colour's blue.
Mine's red, and so I guess my second favourite colour is going to be black, because I love red and black together. As you can tell, actually, this is. Oh no, that's black, and there's blue stripes, black and blue stripes, and as you can tell, it's red and black. I do like a good
US, right? Okay.
Magenta. I do like a good magenta, and it's really difficult to get clothes in actual magenta. They're either too pink or they're too purple, and I like a magenta when it's sort of like almost a raspberry colour. Mickey, what's your second favourite colour?
My second favourite? Not my favourite.
No, second. Thank you,
Madadillo,
for following.
My favourite is blue. My second favourite is probably yellow.
There you go.
Do you know what I'm holding up here?
You're holding up.
I hate green.
You hate green? I'm not a green, but
I hate green. Green is a horrible colour. I don't know why, but I just don't.
The only time I like green is when it's grass and trees and plants. I would never paint my room green. So I don't know how Steve manages it. Mind you, he's not facing it, is he? And I would never.
Yeah, my room is painted green.
Not the way you faced. You look like a rocker. Now they have to be the CMYK. Yeah, that's it. That is your new avatar on Twitter and on here. They have to be the proper 3D glasses.
Yep. Well, no, they're not. That's the problem. They're not.
Oh, they're not.
No, I bought these on eBay from a seller in China, right? Because the 3D glasses that I use, I don't know whether you know, one of my hobbies is 3D photography, right? The 3D glasses I use are these ones, but they're a bit papery, right?
Yeah.
And I wanted ones that I could just put on my glasses, flip up, do my 3D work, flip up normal work, 3D work. And it's very important. Now, you reminded me of that. It's very important of the colours. The colours have to be exactly precise. They have to be left-hand side magenta. It has to absolutely be magenta. No other colour will do. Right-hand side has to be cyan. Right? No other colour will do. because they won't work properly if they're not the exact colours. So I went on eBay and I found this seller in China selling flip-up magenta and cyan glasses, 10 for £10. So I thought, okay, I'll have some of those. So I sent off for them, and they arrived. That's red. That's blue.
Yeah, and blue.
And I can see that's blue.
That's
It's
red.
Not it's not magenta and cyan.
Look at the fucking difference. Look. And the seller said to me, he said, what's the problem? He said they're red and blue. And I said, I know they're red and blue. You advertise them as cyan and magenta. Do you not know the difference between cyan and magenta? Ah, Mickey.
Yeah, that's what I was
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
It's literally from the next county, Suffolk.
It's about 30 miles from where I live. 30
He
miles from where I
shops
live.
in Norwich.
He shops in Norwich. Yeah, he shops in Norwich.
Yeah, it's my it's the nearest big city to me
Back in a
is
minute.
Norwich. Yeah, so I know it quite well. It's nothing to be bragging about, though. Really, coming from Norwich.
My sister lives in Norwich, so
Does she?
she does indeed.
Well, that says it all, really, Grace. I mean, that proves my point, doesn't it?
She used to live in Kent. She lived in London, obviously, you know, because that's where we're from. And then she lived in Kent, Rochester, and then they moved up to Norwich. So you've probably passed her on the street because she does like the markets and the Primark and all stuff like that.
Yeah. Possibly.
She's got hundreds of children, so no, she hasn't. She's only got 4, but it feels like hundreds sometimes. When I say only got 4, she would have loved to have had 8. You know, I know she really wanted a big family, but she managed to pop out 4, and then that's it. Oh, hello. Hey, CF Woody. Is this? You've got another Woody in the chat.
Yeah. There's always Woodies about. I have that effect on people. I do have that effect on people.
Madadillo, is that your boyfriend? Is CF Woody your boyfriend?
Okay.
This, by the way, is Woody.
I'm a Woody. Yeah.
Woody. Yay!
Yeah, I'm a Woody.
So we've got boyfriend.
Well, I hope to fuck you don't support bloody Norwich City, coming from Norwich. Huh? A canary.
Hello, fellow Woody, he says.
Hello, fellow Woody. Yeah, I'm a Woody. Look, that's how much of a Woody I am. Look.
I'm in Lowestoft, Woody.
Don't know if you can see that.
Woody the Woodpecker, in case you can't see that.
Yeah.
Beat that. Nah, mate, I'm a Liverpool fan.
All right, he's obviously run out of wheels to steal. That's why he's gone down to Woolwich.
Best pal you made in your account.
You could always do what my daughters do when their partners are...
have Woodies, yeah? Yeah, go on. What do your daughters do when their partners have Woodies?
What?
This is probably a bit too intimate, isn't it?
No. Madadillo says I'm also a Liverpool fan. So I'm saying you could always do what my daughters do when their partners are watching football and just either have a sleep or go shopping. So you don't have to be a Liverpool fan. You could just be like, yeah, bye. Oh, we're in double figures. Thank you. Hi, guys.
Oh, yes. Hello, Twitch. You've come alive. That's nice to see you.
Can I have my car's tyres back, please?
Shopping sounds fun. Not in Norwich,
No. Norwich is the only place I've ever got lost.
How do you get lost in Norwich?
Because the car parks are all round the outside of the centre. You've got in a ring road, and the car parks all round the ring road. And you park in the car parks, you've got to get into the centre of the town. And I fucking, for the life of me, I couldn't remember how I got to the market from the car park, or which fucking car park I was in. They all look the same, Mickey.
They do, yeah. But there is one right in the middle. The Castle Mall car park's right in the middle.
No, because we got into one of the outside ones. But the next time I went to Norwich taught me a lesson, right? Norwich taught me to always go for the park and rides.
Yeah, yeah.
So we went shopping
There
we went shopping in Canterbury last year, and again we used the park and ride. The park and ride's actually such a good system. I like park and ride.
Yeah, there's one at Posick in Norwich. And
That
I
was
forget where
years
the
ago.
other
That
one
was
is.
before sat-nav and mobile phones, Woody. That was years and
Madadilla,
years
I'm
ago.
going to give permission for your boyfriend. I'm going to say, yes, you can use his credit card.
That was when I was with my first wife.
Oh, fucking hell. That's the 1940s then.
No, well, we divorced in 1995, so we split up in 1992 and divorced in 1995. So that's a long old time. Long old time.
So, are you now over in the States then, Woody, or are you still in Norwich?
You cannot get lost in Cornwall, best pal. Literally, if you drive more than about
M5.
half an hour, you're in the sea. Like 3 ways, and the other way, if you drive for half an hour, you're in Devon. Where are
I'm in
you all gone?
Lowestoft.
Sorry, go on.
I'm in Lowestoft, Madadillo. Woody will know where that is. About 30 miles from him.
Yep.
The other two are in
Yeah,
London.
from London. I'm
Well,
more
well, technically I'm in Kent. Or am I or technically am I a Kent? I can't remember. I always get confused. Either I'm in Kent or I'm a Kent.
I think that's the latter.
I've always said for the whole time that I've known Steve, I've said to him, "You're not London, you're Kent," and he's gone, "No, I'm London." I've got, "No, you're Kent, Chislehurst. You're in Kent." "No, I'm not. I'm in London."
I can be wherever I want to be. I can be wherever I
Thank
want
you,
to be.
Woody, for the follow.
Thank you, CF Woody.
Come and join our Discord. Hang on, we've got a Discord.
Yeah.
Who's going to call it up? You, Tracy, or me?
Oh,
I'll do it.
Mickey's doing it.
Oh, Mickey will do it. There you go.
There you go. That link there, click on that and join the Discord, and then you'll get notifications like you would anyway with the following, but notifications of our live streams, and also you'll see clips appear on there and general chit chat and stuff like that, so you can keep up to date with us. So
Oh, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, you can keep up to date with us, and we have general chat on there. And me and Mickey play with each other, with Mickey coming on top, which can be quite disgusting.
thank you, Kenguin. Kenguin is gifted a tier 1 sub 2 Madadillo.
Ah,
And so, hi, Kenguin.
yeah, hi, Kenguin. Yeah,
Hello.
another one there. Yeah, hi.
And
To
thank
13
you.
viewers. Look, we're leaving Reddit behind.
If you'll excuse me a couple of minutes, I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. Right, I'm just going to make a quick
You
cup
go
of
to
tea.
that, yeah. No, what it is. Thank you, Kenguin. What it is, and CF Woody's just joined the Discord. What it is, if you look on the Discord, you've got a voice channel there called Mickey's Diabolical Channel, and that's where me and Mickey we play games against each other. Or you guys can join us if you want. At the moment, we're playing Command and Conquer, very old game from the 1990s that's just been reimagined by Electronic Arts to actually bring it up to date. And we're also playing World of Warships, and we're in there playing against each other. So when we're not on stream, so that's what I mean. We and Mickey were playing with each other, with Mickey just coming on top. So
a straw has one hole in it.
what? What?
Madadillo
That
says,
noise.
how many holes does a straw have? It's got one.
Yeah, it's got one all the way through. Yeah.
Mickey's
Good
letting
evening,
air
good
out
evening,
inside
all the rest of you that have
everybody.
just joined us.
Thank you for following Who's Your Daddy?
Yeah. So that's what we're doing there.
Penguin, and yeah, thank you. I think I've welcomed everybody now.
Yep. So we're all gingers are aliens. Tracy, you're not. Turbo best pal. I did see your remark there about you getting lost in your car. But I mean, we discussed this on Saturday, right? That you're the sort of idiot that buys a firework in a pub, lets it off next to your face, nearly dies, and then we all wonder, and then you'll wonder why we laugh at you. So there we go. A straw has 2 hours. Change my mind.
Holes. I think I think it might be just a typo. A straw has 2 holes. Change my mind.
I don't think it has 2 holes. I think it has 1 hole through the middle. I mean, does a polo mint have 1 or 2 holes?
Oh,
Does a polo mint have
goes
1?
from one end to the other.
Does it have...
How many holes does a washer have? Because a straw is like an elongated washer.
Yeah. Ouch.
Yeah.
Bloody chair's breaking.
I like that, pal. Fucking hell, if Twitch just turned into Reddit. Because he's used to having a lovely, quiet, demure chat with us talking rubbish. And then all of a sudden our chat's exploded and he's gone, I have no idea where I am.
Carry on. We're good with our chat exploding. Oh,
Yeah,
I've got to put a fan on.
We love it. Any questions, any topics you want
Yeah,
to talk about?
any topics you want to talk about, please. We are...
talk rubbish about anything. We'll honestly talk rubbish about anything.
Except that.
Except that.
Except that.
Okay.
Give us a hot take. Hang on, what the fuck is a hot take? I'm going to have to Google that. What the fuck is a hot take?
Oh, do tell, Hoosier. Madadillo, the story.
A piece of commentary typically produced quickly in response to a recent event whose primary purpose is to attract attention. Elon Musk on Twitter today actually posted 8 statuses calling people masturbators, and then he had to delete his tweets because people were getting very offended by it. So there you go. That's a hot take. Pop off old Woody. Okay.
I don't think that's what it means, actually. Like when something's popping off, it doesn't actually mean that you're popping off. You can't tell him to pop.
We can.
Hot dog is a
No. When Woody comes back, he'll explain to you the difference between football and the NFL. he will.
Oh, for fuck's sake, not this again. Right, I'll explain to you, right? Okay, I'll explain to you, all right? In this country, right, we use a language called English. You may have heard of it, you Americans. You might have heard of English, right? It's the language you speak. Well, it actually originated in this country because we're like England. Get it? You know, England, English. Okay, so we speak English. Now, I'll explain to you some of the differences between American English and English, right? English is very descriptive, right? It's very descriptive indeed. We play a game here called football. You call it soccer for some strange reason, but we call it football because we play it with our feet. And we play it with a ball, right? Hence it's called football. Now in America, they've got a game called football. Except you don't play it with your feet, you play it with your hands. And you don't play it with a ball, you play it with an oval. So it's actually called hand oval. So you've misnamed it. You've misnamed it football, and I don't know why. It's not a football, it's hand oval. We play football, not soccer. You play hand oval. So I think you should actually rename it what it probably is, American hand oval. There you go. And why the fuck you call a chap a faucet is beyond me. Talk about taking 20 letters to spell something that needs only 3.
I don't know. Farrah Fawcett was quite tasty, wasn't she?
Farrah Fawcett Majors, yeah, but I mean, you know, just, yeah.
It's better than being called Farrah Tap, isn't it?
Okay. So it's not an oval, all right? So in that case, it makes it even more difficult. Then you call it hand, not quite an oval. All right, okay. Let's be fair, right? And then we come to baseball, right? What the fuck is all that about? The World Series, where only 2 countries can play. There are more than 2 countries in the world. They've misnamed their sports again.
Countries. Egg ball.
But they've misnamed their sports. They call it the World Series.
Rounders. It's
rounders. Not. Just two.
Steve,
countries.
You've had a really wicked compliment there. CF Woody says, I aspire to be like my fellow Woody someday. Jesus Christ is all I can say. Leave my sport alone, Madadillo.
Please don't turn it a bit.
Don't talk about cheese. Let's not talk about cheese.
Oh God,
Oh, don't get us onto cheese. Not American cheese.
Find that picture that I put in the Discord of that $48 can of cheese.
$48 can of cheese.
$48 for a can of cheese in a dollar store.
I don't.
Anyway, was that enough of a hot take for you, whoever it was?
Madadillo says they have a hot take. Go on then.
Okay, go on in, Medadillo. Let's have it.
Go on then.
The floor is yours.
While we hydrate.
While we hydrate, yeah. Ugh.
Laughing just takes all the moisture out of me. Thank you, Hoosier. Yep, see you soon. Have you followed us on the Discord? I don't know. I can't remember because it was pinging so much there. I'm just going to put the link again. No, that says Dick. We don't put that in there.
Now, don't burn your fingers at your fire meeting.
Lovely. Have a good time, Hoosier. Lovely to meet you.
Yes, great to meet you. Come
Wednesday. We're back on Wednesday, same time.
Wednesday, same time, yeah.
But you'll see that.
Yes, he has joined. He just joined you.
Lovely, thank you. Yeah, probably was, but for some reason, it went to America and stayed there.
America is a strange country, right? It's the only country I've ever been to, right, where drive-through ATMs have Braille on the keypads.
Oh my God! I was going to say we have Braille on keypads here, but you just said drive-through.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Drive-through
I
ATMs.
didn't catch who that was, but thank you for whoever had just followed us on the Discord.
You go into America, right? And you go in. They got shops. They got shops, chain of shops, 24/7, right? You go in there and say, look, if you're open 24/7, why is there a lock on the door? And they look at you really strangely.
Did you know the Brits coined the term soccer in the late 1800s to refer to association football?
Right.
What?
I just told you.
Where'd you get that from?
Not Wikipedia, mate.
Wiki Mickey!
No, it wasn't Wikipedia. No.
You can post clips
Just
like
Google
you can
what-
post clips
what-
like just
what-
click the channel. Just click the channel. It'll come up automatically.
Yeah.
Just click the channel. It'll come up automatically.
Oh right, yeah. You can't. You're not able to post links, but if you're clipping the channel, we'll see them anyway. You can post the clips in the Discord.
Yeah. If you've got any links to post, you can post them in the Discord.
Yeah.
Because we want to check them first, because some people like to do silly things with links. So
Yes.
Yeah.
So I want to know what a megabytes goldfish is.
all right, yeah. But look, put the clips in. He's put the clips in. If you clip it, it should come up on our VOD page as well. So
It will do. It definitely.
yeah, it will do. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
It will do.
Yeah, I spend a lot of time clipping. So if you guys are happy to clip as well, honestly, it makes my life easier. But I love doing the clips and I love seeing clips. So go on, the greatest snack of all time, megabytes goldfish. I'm going to imagine that they're going to be some kind of savoury, biscuity snack that are shaped like a goldfish. And maybe they might even be cheesy.
Greatest snack of all time. Oh, blimey.
I'm going to have to Google it. I'm going to have to...
What's it? Cheesy what's it?
It's a cracker. Mega.
But you call shit weird things. No, we call shit shit.
It is...
You can't beat cream crackers. That's the only fucking crackers you need.
Oh dear, let me just...
Crawford's cream crackers. You don't need anything else.
So it's like, there you go, I can post it. Click on that. The first one that came up was cheese. It's like the fish and chips snacks that you can get here, but just...
Oh, you can get them over here. Oh, they're like them fishies that we have in fish and chips.
Yeah, that's it. The best fish and chips that I had was tomato sauce.
£7 for a packet. Plus 23.49 shipping.
It was the first link that came up. I mean, I wasn't being...
Fucking Jesus Christ.
See, we call shit shit.
30 quid that
Oh,
cost
God! We're floating over the poop icon now.
Oh, dear.
I've never resonated so much with people on Twitch. You are very welcome. You found your spiritual and intellectual home here.
How can it be intellectual? I'm here.
That's what I meant. Oh, that's hilarious. Mickey goes back to looking innocent. No! Put the bloody bet away! He's wheeling out all the graphics. None of them.
Yeah, and look, we're losing listeners while he's doing it, watchers while he's doing it.
We don't know who
Who's
it is,
that?
but we've decided that she's a vet because of what she's wearing.
Yeah.
No idea. It's a complete random stranger just blowing kisses to everybody.
She blows a kiss. So
She blows a kiss. Just letting you know we love you.
She's adopted us, and she wanders in every now and then and blows a kiss at everybody. So me and Mickey agree that she's far too fully dressed.
Yes.
It does.
We have a Polish lady, I believe, do we? Yeah, we have a Polish.
That baby.
No, don't put her
bed.
on. Jesus.
Is she coming in?
No, but we have Tracy's husband.
We want the lingerie one.
We have
No, I don't
Tracy's
play
husband that comes in every now and again.
I don't play Fortnite, no.
Oh, I'll let you know that. No, I don't play Fortnite either. But,
I don't play any of them battle royale games because
They're like Doom, aren't they? They just go around and shoot things.
why?
it's my reactions are so slow now because I'm getting old.
What do you play though? Because these two are gamers.
Well, I'm always on the game apparently.
You'll get Turbo excited again.
Yeah, I'll get him. Yeah, 66. No.
But what games do you, Steve and Mickey? What games are you gaming at the moment, and what are your favourite?
My favourite games is Empires and Allies. I love that game, Empires and Allies. I'm playing Empires and Allies, Command and Conquer, and World of Warships.
Yeah,
But
and
my favourite game is Empires and Allies.
You're going to have to put the link because I'm not following you. You need to put he streams it live on Twitch, but not from this account. He does it from another account. If you
let me just change my poo for something else. Hang on.
I have got Halo the Master Chief, Woody.
It's not something that interests me, Mickey.
No, I was just talking to Woody on there.
Oh, okay.
Not
Sorry.
you.
This is going to get.
I'm talking to a sensible fucking person.
Sensible Woody. Madadillo plays farming games and Sims and Fortnite and Fall Guys and Planet Zoo and rocket launchers. That's actually quite funny. Mistaken wood entity. So go on. What were you saying, Mickey? What are you enjoying playing? And you said that you had Halo something or other.
Halo Master Chief. I've got that.
Halo
I'm
Master
playing,
Mates.
Master Chief.
Okay.
Master Chief.
Sorry,
But I'm playing the Division at the minute and the Division 2. And I'm trying to educate Steve how to play World of Warships. It's fucking hard, I tell you. Eh?
What are you talking about now, Mickey?
I might be 35, but I do look in my 60s. But yeah, yeah. Command and Conquer I'm playing as well. There's a new one out I'm playing as well called Destroyer U-Boat Hunter, which I'm finding quite difficult, quite hard to get into.
We're planning. I'm gonna be in the near future.
I've also got Far Cry 5, Far Cry New Dawn. I've even got Farming Simulator 19.
Whoa.
Yeah. Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
Are we all right for that one?
Yeah, I've allowed it. I'm going to be playing Formula One as well because I used to love that on my Amiga, Formula One Grand Prix by Jeff Crammond. Then I bought a PC in the 90s and it moved across to the 90s. So I'm going to be getting into the F1s as well. So I'll be playing that. But at the moment, like I say, we're playing. If you look, I've just put the link into my other Twitch account. It's mainly got It's mainly got Empires and Allies on there because I've only had the account.
I'll let Steve explain how he came to be streaming.
We've known each other 2000. What was it, Tracy? We met 2006.
2005. We met
2005 and 2007 for you, Mickey.
Yeah.
Right, we all used to be on eBay, in different guises. I was a very big eBay seller. Tracy was a part-time eBay seller, and Mickey was one of my customers.
I was a big eBay seller as well. I was on the power seller board.
Okay, Mickey was one of my customers. Now, this is in the day before Fuckbook or Faceache became big and dominated social media. eBay had its own message boards, its own forums, and we would get together and we would chat on there. And that's how we met. And we just sort of got along. Mickey, like I say, Mickey was a customer of mine. And we just chatted and we got along. We had a lot in common and got along. In fact, I went to Tracy's wedding back in the day, didn't I? Well, not your wedding, your wedding reception. I've never actually met Mickey, but I've known him for this long. So that's how we met, on eBay forums. And we've remained good friends ever since then. So they've always been there in my life. And we actually get on really well.
The question above it, what made you guys start streaming? So it's one for you.
Right, okay. Do you see that on my arm? I'll show you what that is. Do you know what that is? Do you know what that is? I'll tell you what it is. It's a PIC line. I'll type that in the chat. Right, PIC line. What is a PIC line? Well, PIC stands for peripherally inserted central catheter. And it's something that you get your chemotherapy through. Yeah, chemotherapy. I have cancer and I'm currently going through chemotherapy. Now, what got me into streaming was quite simple. Back in 2020, when the COVID happened, now the cancer I've got is I've got lymphoma, which is a blood cancer, which if you have, which is very dangerous if you catch COVID because you've got no immune system. Now, back in 2020, when we had the lockdowns, I had to give up work and retire. I had to take early retirement because it would be dangerous for me to work because of my cancer. If I caught COVID, it would kill me. So I had to come back here in the UK. We did, I don't know what it was in other countries, but in the UK we did something called shielding. So for 2.5 years, up until March this year, I'd virtually locked myself away from people and my family, just being in my own personal prison. Indoors, keeping away from people in case I caught COVID. So I was in early 2020, I was on Reddit. I was doing some research on one of the programs that I use a lot is Adobe After Effects to do a lot of the motion graphics that you see. All the special effects that I do on this channel, I do. All right, that's my particular skill. I do, and like this one. And I use something called Adobe After Effects to animate a lot of things. And I was a bit stuck on doing something, so I looked on Faceache and I couldn't find the answer there. So I looked on Google, and Google kept chucking up Reddit as a resource for research. Now, I've always steered clear of Reddit and Reddit and 4chan. I've always lumped together as being something if you're down with the kids, for 18 years old. 18 years old if you wanna use Reddit and that. But I was actually quite pleasantly surprised because I decided to look into Reddit, and it turns out they were quite technically proficient in the subreddits with the skills I needed and the demos I needed to get me to do the animation that I wanted to do. And while I was there, I happened to just notice Reddit streaming, and they had a stream there called Distant Socializing, and it was for people that were doing exactly what I was doing. And I thought, well, I can still get out in the world. This could still be my social life. And that's how I got into streaming. I got into streaming to maintain a social life, to maintain contact with the world. Now, up until June or July, I was doing this by myself. And then I knew that Reddit was going downhill because Reddit stopped streaming on the 15th, in 8 days. And I knew that Reddit was going downhill, so I decided to make the move over to Twitch to streaming. And when I went over to Twitch, I was having guests on, and I had a guy called Jason who promised to be a regular co-host with me, but like everything else, Jason is just a waste of space. And he did one show and never appeared again. And then I asked Tracy if she wanted to come on because she used to watch me, and she ummed and ahed about it and didn't want to come on. I asked Mickey, and he was sort of in the same position as me. He'd just taken early retirement, hadn't you, Mickey?
Yeah, well, just retired, end of my working
My
life.
umming and ahhing though, really, I had just had I had COVID, and then I was recovering from COVID, so I wasn't in a fit state to be able to sit here. I'd be conking out after like half an hour. So Mickey was the first one on with you, like, as well as Jason, and I used to watch them chatting, and I would be typing like you guys in the chat box and joining in and having a laugh and that. And when I had completely recovered from COVID, I said, yeah, I said, I said, yep, let's do this then. Come on. He persuaded me. So carry on, Steve. Well, I mean,
that's how it happened. It happened from there, and then it worked out that people enjoyed the three of us working together. There's actually another one. We've actually got a guy called Alex that comes on as an occasional guest. Alex is a half Samoan American who lives in Hawaii, and he comes on as an occasional guest sometimes on a Saturday, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So we will.
Yeah.
We will have guest streams. If we get to know somebody, you can come on and stream with us. So, and that's how I got into streaming. It was like that. I used to do this all by myself, and I mean, it got really popular on Reddit. I used to do a stream on a Sunday night from a local pub, and that was getting 500,000, or nearly 500,000 viewers in at a time.
They were hilarious.
They were hilarious. They were hilarious.
It was like the way that Steve had it set up, could like with it using his phone, sat at a table and eating pork rinds and having a pint of ale and whatever, and just it felt really nice and intimate. It felt like you were sat at the table with him outside the pub, outside the bar, having a chat. And it was just so funny because
with a green screen of a phone box behind.
Yeah, but it wasn't a green screen. It was really, it was.
It was really a phone.
It was
box,
really a phone box.
People were coming on there and saying it's a green screen. That was funny as fuck.
I can't. I've had to stop it though, unfortunately, because now I'm back on chemotherapy. The drugs they give me really do lower my immunity, so I've had to come back indoors and I can't go out, and I'm on chemotherapy till at least February before I can go back out again. But when I go back out again, I will be doing the pub stream if I survive the chemotherapy. Seeing as you've asked.
He'll be coming up here sometime.
Yeah, I'm coming up to see Mickey. I must meet Mickey.
We might even stream. We might even get a lower stuff stream from the pub.
Yeah. Yeah, you might even get a lower stuff stream, yeah.
And if you end up going on holiday, if you can, next year with Mickey, then it'll be where do you go again? Is it Cos?
I'm going to Cos.
Yeah.
The problem there, Tracy, is the insurance. It's the reason I can't go to America.
Yeah, I know.
America don't want people. America don't want people with cancer coming into the country because it might get a bit expensive. So you've got to be very careful. But if I can get the insurance, I will do. I might consider it. I may well consider it. But the three of us could all get together. No reason why. Why can't you come up to Norwich with it? Why can't you come up to Lowestoft with us, Tracy?
Oh, I never said I couldn't.
Oh, right.
I know. It hasn't been planned because, like, when you were talking about it, it literally straight afterwards you had to go back on the chemo.
Yeah.
So it just wasn't a planned thing. So I suppose I could. So yeah.
Yeah. And we'll all stream together then live. Yeah, Madam, it is. I am glad I'm in the UK for treatment because I can tell you that my treatment per session costs about. I'm just working out now. Hang on. One of the drugs alone costs $8,000 per treatment. Another one is $3,000 plus the scans, everything else. Each one of my treatments, and I have one treatment every 21 days, costs about $28,000 or the equivalent of $28,000. And of course, I don't pay for it. So I'm sorry, it's a shit show. I don't mean to be, and I know that sounds like I'm trying to boast about it. I know I'm not. I don't mean to. I know how bad the American health system is, and I wish you had the same health system as we did. Because I'll tell you what the craziness about the American health system is, right? I have to have every 2 months. I have to have something called a PET CTI scan, right, to check and see if my cancer, the chemo's working. It's reducing my cancer. Now, if I had to pay for it in this country, it would cost about £3,000. That's to have the scan, the time for the technicians and the doctors, about £3,000. To have exactly the same scan in the United States with exactly the same equipment is nearly $20,000. What's the difference?
Yeah.
The difference is the healthcare system is making money. It's making money. That's all it is. It's pure profitism out of people's misery. They're not charging you what it costs. They're charging you a massive profit. And when you see the cost of, when you compare the cost of what we would have to pay for drugs here, and they're not subsidised, and what you pay for the same drugs and treatment there, you think, oh my God, that's like 4 times the cost. It's absolutely crazy. So I feel bad in that way for the American healthcare system. I do. And I wish since we've had the national health here since 1946, a Welsh guy called Anari Bevin, under a Labour government, brought in the National Health Service. We've had it here since 1946, and it's proved to be a very big success. And because of it, a lot of European countries have started to follow us now. And a lot of the European countries now, you get virtually free healthcare. The same, they don't work quite the same as us, but they're getting there. And there's no reason why America can't do it. There's absolutely no reason why America cannot do what we've done, except for one thing, and one thing only: the insurance providers.
Yeah, it's all money.
That's the only people holding you up. That's the only reason you're never going to get free healthcare, is because the insurance providers are making too much money.
Yeah.
That's you won't get free medical treatment if you move here. Sorry, you have to be a UK resident to get free medical treatment. If you're not a UK resident, you don't. If you're not a UK citizen, you don't get free medical treatment. You get it a lot cheaper, but you don't get it free. Just moving here doesn't solve the problem. If you're not a UK citizen, you won't get free medical treatment. I had a friend that came over.
If they get married, she can then get it under Woody.
Yeah, well, of course, I don't need to get married to do that. Shotgun weddings are long gone, Mickey.
Oh right, okay.
I had a friend, Rebecca, who came over from the States 4 years ago, and she cut her hand peeling an avocado, and she went to the hospital and they patched her up, and she didn't think anything of it. And then she tried to come back in the States the next year. She got stopped at Gatwick Airport and refused entry into the country because she had a £5,000 outstanding bill from the healthcare service. And they refused her admission. They sent her back to the United States.
Oh my God.
She's had to pay it off. Because she thought that she wouldn't have to pay it off. But no, you've got to be a UK citizen to get free healthcare. Sorry. Oh.
Yeah, that's one of the myths about Britain is that you can come over here and get free healthcare.
You can't.
It doesn't.
Well, not unless you come on an inflatable boat, and then you can.
It was called health tourism, wasn't it?
Yeah. Just get yourself to Calais on an inflatable boat, huh? The lifeboat will pick you up, bring you over here, and you have all the fucking treatment you want.
Yeah. And then you can complain about it.
Yeah.
I saw an article yesterday, I think it was, and they were complaining that they had it was another article not related to the one at the weekend from Dover. It's another hotel, and they'd been complaining that they had been given cake for breakfast and cold hot dogs for dinner. And I thought, that's it. When I was homeless, that's what I was getting a similar kind of crap. I never forget that there was the breakfast every morning was beans, and the woman would open one of those industrial sized cans of baked beans.
Yeah.
Heat it up.
We had them in the army.
Heat it up, serve everyone, leave it on the stove overnight, heat that up again. We constantly had, I was going to say dysentery, but you know what I mean. We constantly had, and there was like 14 rooms, not flats, rooms. sharing 3 bathrooms, 3 toilets. And so you can just imagine, after we got the shits, what the queue for those toilets were like. It was dreadful, absolutely dreadful. But that's what we had.
It was diabolical, Trace.
Diabolical. But
Absolutely diabolical.
that's what we had to put up with, because we were being fed. We had a roof over our head and we were being fed. So Madadillo says CF Woody proposed. She's begging you there, CF Woody.
Yeah.
I don't what that is. What is that? Is that a ring? I thought that was a bird. So she wants 2 rings and 2 dog houses. Oh, he's in the dog house. There we go.
Yeah. So I do feel sorry for you in the US. I think your healthcare system is unfair because of the insurance companies. If it wasn't for the insurance companies, you could have a decent a decent healthcare system. Sorry, you have
That'll because insurance companies finance the political parties, don't
they do, yeah. It's very complicated. We do have private healthcare here, but it's nowhere near the cost of the American private healthcare. It's about 25% of the cost. I used to get free healthcare when I was working. You have to excuse me if I keep coughing. It's my cancer. My lungs are filling up with crap, and I might have to put my nebulizer on in a minute, which makes me do an impersonation of Darth Vader. So it's I'm trying to be positive. Anyway, that's my story, and that's how I I wasn't apologising. I was just letting you know. That's how I got to become a streamer. Because, well, my occupation before I retired was I was a cab driver. Oh, thank you, CF Woody. I was a cab driver. Now, if you know anything about London cab drivers, right, we all spend hours talking, and I missed it. I missed the social side of things, and streaming gave me that. You people are my social life. You are my social life, and talking to you, I love it. I love getting the interaction back from you. We used to get loads of interaction from Reddit, but now it's all stopped on Reddit. People aren't going to Reddit anymore, but it's nice tonight to have you guys talking to.
Yeah,
it
well,
really
I was
is.
going to say the now that we're pretty much exclusively on Twitch, it's just a case that we have to grind again to build a community, because you had the community on Reddit, that's gone. You brought over what you could from Reddit, and now we're just building the community on here. So, oh, thank you, Madadillo. Tell your friends. So that would be.
I've got 2 people on my Discord, and both of them are me.
I would join your Discord, Mickey, but it's all gaming.
It is.
I'm not a gamer. My gaming.
It's the same with my Twitch. That's just gaming.
Yeah, my gaming thing is like, I like Myst, point and click, and I like hidden object things that you have to find. I don't play a lot of games at all. I'm just really not into it. So, but that's just me. I'm quite happy for people to talk about it and things, as long as I don't have to watch it, because when it's first person shooter or that kind of stuff, I get motion sick. Hey, Nat Green.
Hello, Nat Green.
Hello, yeah, hello.
Thank
Hello.
you for following.
Hello.
Yep, CF Woody brought them over.
If you do want to watch us gaming, Trace, just go in my Diabolical channel on Discord. That's where I normally go live in there.
He normally plays with me and then comes on top.
Norfolk boy, is he?
Nat Green is the Norfolk through and through. Mickey here is Suffolk.
I'm in Lowestoft, so I'm a Suffolk boy.
He's a turkey fingerer.
No, that's the Norfolk boys. They're the turkey pluckers.
Oh right, okay.
We're very Anglican.
No, they're the turkey fuckers. Suffolk are the turkey fingerers. You like to get the turkeys lubed up for them.
dear.
We're very East Anglia tonight, aren't we?
We
They
are
very
very
full
East
of East
Anglia.
Anglia. I'm a Villa fan. For me, I was born just outside Birmingham, so I'm a Villa fan.
I'm a West Ham fan because I'm a London
I mean,
Cockney.
CF Woody there. He's a fucking Norwich boy and he supports Liverpool. I bet he's never been to fucking Liverpool.
We've even got.
Same as most Manchester United supporters have probably never been to fucking England, let alone Manchester.
It's so confusing when I see the word Woody now. I think.
Yeah, they think talk to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I'm a Woody. Look, see, I'm a
the
Woody.
CF, man.
Can you see that? Look, that's a Woody.
Yeah.
It's upside down. I know. I've got to hold it at an awkward angle to get it to the camera. There you go.
There you
Woody.
go. Woody the Woodpecker.
Woody. Yeah.
I don't support any county teams, but I support England, both the men and women teams. So I'm looking forward to the World Cup coming up. I know the World Cup is the men's, but I'm just saying, I enjoy the World Cup and I enjoy the Euro.
Don't get me started on the World Cup because it shouldn't be fucking taking place.
Oh, not in Qatar. No,
Absolutely
not in Qatar.
agree.
No. Huh?
Yes, no.
That's it. You've got it. Well done, Nat Green. Well done. Well
Look at
done.
you
Look at
go.
you go. Look at you go. Yeah.
But yeah,
Go on, Mick.
yeah, no,
Carry
they
on with
shouldn't
your
be on the
rant.
World Cup in fucking Qatar.
No.
I want more rant than that, Mickey.
Yeah, I want more
No, I'm
rant
not
than that,
looking
Mickey.
forward
Come
to
on,
it
really,
either.
really.
Nah,
Get
I'm
steam
not
out your
looking
ears.
forward to it.
I've got some steam out your ears graphics I could put up.
Yeah. I mean, it's all about the money again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking Qatar, they ain't even got a freaking football team, have they? Huh? You know,
40-degree heat. It's
they
not gonna...
import people from the bloody from the Asian continent to build these grounds, dying by the fucking thousands, just so they can make a few million quid about people kicking a fucking bag of air about. There you go, rant over.
You missed the
Fucking diabolical.
boom. Mic drop. That's your mic drop, isn't it?
It is. Hang on.
That's his, guys. That's his kind of like catchphrase. His is absolutely diabolical.
Absolutely diabolical.
Steve's is cheese. Anything about cheese, you get him on a rant.
Yeah.
With the Woody down there. Okay, we have a question coming in. Favorite movie of all time?
Mine is, well, I've got two. One is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, because I think that's fucking hilarious. And the second one is Saving Private Ryan. So those are my two.
Good.
I've got a favourite movie, but I've also got a favourite movie franchise. My favourite movie, the movie I've seen the most times, is Armageddon. Right? But I also love the Terminator and the Alien franchises as well. But the movie I've seen the most times is Armageddon. Yes, I agree with you. I agree with you, Nat Green. That is the best thing about the World Cup. Down the pub, big screens, in the garden, cheering. But in November, we're going to be freezing our fucking nuts off in Qatar. Yeah, shaving Ryman's priors. When is the World Cup? Coming up in a couple of weeks, isn't it, Mickey?
Nat has got.
Yeah, it's not long. I think when does it start? December? End of November?
End of November,
December?
yeah. You'll be fucking freezing your bollocks off in a garden.
Nat has got our level of humour. There we
Yeah.
go. Boom.
Yes.
I was going to say my favourite film. I've got two as well.
Mary Poppins, isn't it?
No, Debbie Does Dallas. No.
Again.
No. I've forgotten that. With Nail and I, a very British
Who?
film. If you
Who?
have With Nail and I.
Never heard of it.
Oh, look it up. It's really good. It's got Richard E. Grant.
Yeah, shaving Private Ryan. Yeah.
And there are a couple of out of work actors who go on holiday by mistake. It's really good. So With Nail and I is one of them, and the other one is Baghdad Cafe, which is basically a love story, but it's not a romantic love story. It's basically two women they're from two different sort of
I'll be with you in a minute, FW person. Go on, carry on, Tracy.
they're two women who wouldn't have met normally, and they meet in a cafe in the desert, Nevada desert, something like that. and they form a really good friendship. And there's these odd characters who frequent the place, and it's such a good movie. Really, really good. So
I've got to tell you, right, on Reddit, okay, Reddit has just suddenly come alive. We're simulcasting on Reddit at the moment, because Reddit is ending streaming in a couple of days. But HW Parson has just asked an interesting question. What's the biggest difference between kids today versus your childhood? I'll tell you what the biggest difference is, right? When I was punished as a child, I was sent to my room, and that was a real punishment. Nowadays, if you send the kids to the room, they'll put the TV on, put the Xbox on, the PlayStation on, go on the internet, right, and have fun. That is the biggest difference between the childhood. It's completely changed. The amount of technology most kids have in their bedrooms is more technology than I have here. That is the biggest
technology.
Difference. Yeah.
There's actually more technology in that room than took the fucking men to the moon, you know.
Yeah, I know that.
Or more, should I say more computing power?
Yeah, more computing power in my watch.
We used
But no, that's the difference. And the other difference is that we, in this country, the press have been driving a bit of scare story, and that we might have power cuts during the winter. Well, we had power cuts in the 1970s here, and we always managed to survive them for 4 hours because we knew how to entertain ourselves.
Yeah.
Now, if children, in power cuts, right, children are going to be absolutely lost because their electronics aren't going to work. Because when power goes off, you lose access to the internet. And that is the biggest difference between my childhood and childhood now. I hope that answers your question. Over to you guys.
Well, I was going to say, I remember the days that when the TV didn't run 24/7 and closed down at night with the God Save the Queen and then a little white dot.
Little Tesco.
Like 11 o'clock at night. And then that was it.
Fucking hell, you're as old as dirt.
I am. Sorry, go on, Mickey. Your turn. What's the difference between your childhood and now?
Respect.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right.
Respect. Today, the kids of today have no respect for anybody or anything.
Mm.
Whereas us, you done something wrong, you get clipped round the ear roll, and before you got home, your parents or whoever you lived with, they knew about it, and you got another one.
I remember being.
But there is no respect.
I remember being really scared of the police. I wasn't a naughty child in that respect, but I remember being scared in case they thought I'd done something wrong. Kids today just don't seem to have that level of fear. I'm not surprised, actually, in some respects.
Well, Madadillo, 66 and 62, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, carry on, Tracy.
Yeah, because we're still kids.
Yeah, we're still kids.
I'm 66, and I'm still a kid.
We're regretting in childhood. In fact, it won't be long before we're wearing nappies. In fact, I have to sometimes after chemo. Yeah.
No, I think we're talking about kids as in like kids, underage, minors, you know, not out there in the world earning money and stuff. But but I was laughing at HW Parson on Reddit said, if you think One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is funny, you must think Saving Private Ryan is the best comedy ever made. I was just chuckling at the absurdity of that. So. Oh, thank you. Yeah, see, that's not a word that I come across. I know quite a lot of the, down with the kids words like sick and
dope
and gay and things like that. But that wasn't one.
Well, I can't understand. Right? They call something that's good sick. What the fuck is that all about? Huh? Oh, that was dope. Well, to me, when I was a youngster, dope was something you stick in a fucking fag paper and smoked.
Yeah.
Huh? I don't know. It's all right. I'm on a rant tonight, isn't it?
In fact, I'm regressing to my childhood so much that my chemotherapy has taken my hair. Not just on my head, it's taken all my pubic hair as well.
Oh, don't!
No, I'm not. Yeah, just thought I'd mention that.
We've got double figures. We don't want to be dropping down to one now.
No, you don't want to be looking at my pubes nowadays.
But Nat Green, if you get stopped by the police and you're polite to them, yes, officer, what have I done? You've got nothing to worry about. Huh? It's these people who fucking get stopped and then come out with all the mouth. They're the ones that get into it, because what's a copper going to do? He's going to try and find something to pull you.
Mm.
You know.
Oh, you like being pulled by a copper, don't you, Mickey?
Oh, anybody can pull me, mate. I mean, I don't mind. You know, I'm easy, as you know.
As you know, Mickey likes to wind our Americans up by telling us that he throws fags out he rolls down the window and has a fag out the window.
No, he tosses them.
I do.
Tosses them through the window.
He tosses the fags through the window. Yeah.
Yeah.
That leaves nothing to the imagination in the Americans.
Thank you, H.W. Parson. You're very welcome. Everyone's generation's Nat Green. It's just every generation is different to the one before and the one before and the one that's going to in front. It's so weird. What I find weird is when you look at pictures of old film or whatever of somebody of my age or Steve, Mickey's age, like back in the 70s, they all looked so old.
Thank you, H.W. Parson.
They all look so old. I was looking at one with me and my nan the other day, and I was looking and I was thinking, oh my God, she must have been my age, but she looked like a little old lady then. And I look at me and how we dress now, because I'm 50, so I'm thinking of all the other 50-year-olds, and I'm just thinking, I'm going.
You're only 50.
I'm only 50.
Fuck me, have you had a bad life?
Only for another 3 weeks. I'll be 51.
I thought she was the oldest, didn't you?
Huh?
Mickey's on Pornhub, look.
Yep.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, Mickey. We can tell when Mickey's on Pornhub, right? We know when Mickey's on Pornhub, right? Yeah, that's it, Tracy. Go on. Mickey's on Pornhub.
I was looking for that picture of me back in the 80s.
No, you weren't. You're on Pornhub.
No, I wasn't. Huh? I've seen them all.
Yeah. Look, he just got himself in the eye. Look.
I don't like repeats, so I've seen them all. What the fuck do I want to go back there for? I've even been through all of it.
X10xtex.com.
Madadillo's laughing because Mickey, you didn't see what I was doing.
You didn't see it, you missed it. Hopefully somebody clipped that.
Oh!
Oh dear.
I'm trying to find that picture. Me in the 80s. I thought I sent it to you.
I'm sure you've already worked it out because he's in Suffolk and I'm in London, but we are not actually sitting next to each other. Look, my arm goes straight through him. It's the magic of Steve's trickery that brings us close together.
If I turn the filters off, hang on, I'll turn the filters off and you can see what they really look like. Look, let me just turn their filters off.
Parson.
Let me turn the special effects off. Look at that. Look, that's what Tracy really looks like. She's sitting behind a green screen.
I actually thought you were going to paste on like a troll, and there you go. That's what Tracy really looks like if you take the face filter off.
And this is what Mickey looks like with a green. There we are. Mickey's behind a green screen as well.
Steve, Madadillo says, can you give tech lessons? Steve
Yes.
will tell you in a minute, but he's actually got some tutorials up on YouTube. So
I've got What do you want tech lessons on? What do you want tech lessons on? I've got tutorials up on YouTube on tech. Yeah, I've got tutorials up on YouTube. I've got some Adobe Premiere tutorials up. DaVinci Resolve tutorials up. For motion graphics. Motion graphics is my speciality. Video editing and motion graphics. So I've got tutorials on those up.
H.W. Parson, Steve is the one that does all the magic.
I'm the one that does all the special effects.
We just turn up.
And I even did this one, but they hate this one. They absolutely hate this one. They really don't like this one. I don't know why.
Yeah, Mickey, give us a Pornhub tutorial. I hate that. That baby should be in bed. She's got an upper thigh gap and a baby. Get to bed.
Look at that thigh gap. You could drive a bus through that. And I bet she takes it from behind.
What? Where are you reading? Mickey takes it from behind. Hang on.
Yeah, Mickey can give you a porn-up tutorial. Look, he's now on X Hamster.
Oh dear.
You can tell by the silly grin. Look.
Nobody's typed the URL wrong in, and he's actually put XX hamster, and it's naughty hamsters actually like dressing in bondage gear, actual hamsters. Oh dear, oh dear.
Just can't looking for this fucking photo. Oh, there it is.
Toss does not exist here. I've done nothing wrong.
We've done nothing wrong.
What's
We've
going
actually
on?
done nothing wrong. I'll leave you to
Mickey's
think
not
about
even
that.
in the same room as me, and I just was shaking.
Yeah, yeah. Stretch your hands, yeah. We've actually done nothing wrong.
I've put that picture of us in the 80s on your in Discord, Steve.
Have you where?
Is it private
Private.
message?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
CF Woody says I want an old Woody soundboard. Just come here 4 times a week. You'll be hearing his voice. It must take you.
It does.
hours.
It does. It's not at night. It's in the morning when I get up, and it looks like a bomb's gone off on my head.
Oh dear, oh dear.
This is chemo, by the way. I'm not actually bald. This is chemotherapy that's done this to me. I'm not actually bald. I have got hair. If I did have
Not a
hair,
lot of it, but yeah, I've got some.
I have got hair. Tracy, I've got. No, it's all right. I was looking for the pictures.
What?
Just trying to find a picture of me in the. I've got it. I found it. I've got a picture of me in the 1980s. Right, hang on. I'll just put it up. Carry on talking while I'm doing this.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
And I don't know if you guys know that Woody here holds a Guinness Book of Records for being the fastest talker in the world.
Woo? Yeah.
And it still stands to the day because they took it out of the book.
Yeah. That would.
But it is, again, you can find that if you Google Steve Woodmore, world's fastest talker on YouTube, you'll see him.
That's not the 80s, Steve.
No, it's not the 80s. It's the wrong picture. Sorry. That was the 90s. That was when I was that lump on my neck was the first sign that I had cancer.
That can't be your daughter. She's too good.
That
looking.
is my daughter. That is.
No, she's too good looking. I'm not believing that.
I'm trying to find the picture of me in the 80s. I'm sure I had one on there. I'm sure I did. Can we get a demonstration of what on stream?
God knows. The
Yeah,
porn
God knows.
tash?
No.
No, I was just saying the porn tash.
Just out of curiosity, do you British guys know who Michael Barrymore is? Do you guys know who Michael Barrymore is? Yes, right, okay. This is a picture of me in the 80s when I met Michael Barrymore. Now, Michael Barrymore just asked me if I wanted to go for a swim, which is why the look on my face.
And that's Steve in the middle.
Yeah, he just said, do you fancy coming back to my place for a swim?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and that's the look on my face.
You know what?
I thought he'd ask if you spat or swallowed. But...
Yeah, no, he said, do you want to come back for a swim? Yeah, all right, yeah. Right, look, guys, I would normally, I'd be happy to give you, a demonstration, but as you know, I've already told you I'm suffering with cancer. I've got a lot of problems, and I really can't talk as fast as I used to be able to talk. But
you can find it on YouTube.
no, I can do better than that. Hang on,
Actually, I will.
just hang on.
I will post the YouTube thing, but you've got even better.
No, don't just hang on. Just bear with me for a second. It takes me a minute to get everything organised here, but I've organised it. So, right, are you ready for this, guys?
I have 2
Yeah.
Guinness World Records
Here
for
you go.
being the world's fastest talker. This is Bohemian Rhapsody. It's just real life, it's just fantasy, caught in the suddenly escape from reality, open your eyes, look up the skies and see I'm just ball by under sympathy because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low, and the boom goes, doesn't really matter to me. Mama just killed a man, put again against head, pull my friggin' nose dead, Mama just life judgment now, gone and blown it all away, Mum. I didn't mean to make you cry, I'm back again this Sunday morning, carry on, it doesn't really matter, take my time, sand shivers down my spine, body's aching, all up. Goodbye, I've got to go, I've got to leave behind the truth, I don't want to die. Sometimes I wish I'd never been born at all. I see a little silhouette of a man scaramouche, really do the fandango, son, but slightly very, very frightening me, Galileo, Figaro, Magnifico. I'm just a ball boy, nobody loves me, he's just a ball boy from a poor family, spurring his life, responsible, sleaze, he comes, go. Will you let me go, Bismillah? No, we'll not let you go. Let him go, Bismillah. We'll not let you go. Bismillah, we'll not let you go. Let me go. We'll never let you go. Let me go. Never let you go. Let me go. Never let you go. Let me go. Oh, no. Oh, Mamma mia. Let me go. Beelzebub's devil puts life for me. So you think you can stop me and spit my eyes? So you think you can love me and leave me to die? Oh, baby, you can't just do this to me, baby. Just got to get out. Got to get right out of here. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to me anyway. The wind blows.
Here you go.
Whoa, have you got that up on TikTok?
No.
You should do.
Yeah, sort that out later. Actually, I have got it on TikTok. Yeah, I have.
Nat Green says that's fucking mental. Did it take any repetition and rehearsal, or could you just read?
No, I did that off the cuff. I could do it off the cuff, no rehearsal at all. I can even beat Eminem. I can do his songs faster than he can. And if you don't believe me, look, there's my name, Steve Woodmore. Google me. I'll come up as the world record holder. If in Google. Yeah, I didn't take any repetition or any rehearsal, and I can do. I can't at the moment, but normally I can just pick up any piece of text in the English language and rattle it off at that speed. But obviously, with my treatment at the moment, I'm having a few problems. In fact, I've got to start taking my meds. Looking at the time, so just carry on. Thursday, I've got to go up to the hospital to get my PICC line dressing changed, Mickey. So Thursday will be the day that I'm going out, and that's when I'll post that camera to you. All right?
Yeah, that's cool. Cheers. Yeah. I'll be out Thursday as well. I think Donna's got the day off this Thursday.
Well, I'm not going to post it Thursday. I want to arrive the same day. I'm not fucking Amazon, you dickhead.
Well, I don't get Amazon the same fucking day either, you dickhead. I don't live in London, where they're only half an hour down the fricking road.
Unfortunately, the television program of me when me and my first wife split up, unfortunately, my world record certificates and my video recordings got lost in the move, and I haven't got them, so I can't show you the original world record, and there's no archive on it because it's back in the 1990s, and there wasn't really much of a television archive, but I do actually hold 2 world records. And in the clip that Tracy's shown you is me breaking another world record. And I did that live on American television. I did that live on Good Morning America, live from the basement of the Empire State Building, as it happens. So that was in 1990 as well. And that was the second world record that I've got, which Tracy's just posted in the things there. And you actually see me doing that. And that was broadcast live. 22 million Americans watched that. That was fun, that was. They said to me, "Oh, you got." I just flown in 12 hours before. I'd flown in from England 12 hours before, right? And they said, "Oh, in your morning, you're going live." Oh, okay. And just before we went live, they said to me, "I said, how many people are going to be watching?" I said, "Oh, about 22 million." It went out all over the world. I come back to England a couple of days later, and people in England were telling me they saw me on American television on their satellite systems. So there we go. But that was 32 years ago now, so a lot has changed. And like I say, I've got cancer now, which I'm actually, you can't tell because I'm sitting down, but I need a wheelchair now as well to get about. So when I'm out of the house, I need a wheelchair. That's all down to cancer, which has robbed me of a hell of a lot. But there we go. Right. Yes. Anyway, I'm gonna go and I've got all these tablets to take, so I'll be back in a second.
Yeah.
Carry on, guys.
That's his nightly meds. As it's midnight, he's going to turn into a pumpkin. No, not really. That would be impressive on Steam, though. On stream.
You're right, Nat. Yeah. Oh dear.
I missed that. What have I done? It's more silverware. What did I miss?
That green spot, you've probably got more silverware than Norwich have. for his fast talking.
Ah, right. Yeah, sorry. I'm just clearly away with the fair.
Get with the fucking program,
Yeah,
for
I
Christ's sake.
stepped out for a second there. I think it was because I was
Huh?
thinking about posting the things and stuff. So, yes. Doesn't he turn into a gremlin at midnight if he doesn't have his meds? Yeah. You wait, he'll
Yeah,
come back
yeah.
and you won't be able to see him because he's actually there because he turns green and the green screen just greens him out. What tea do you have to spill?
Not as much as you fuckers did. Huh?
What was that?
Well, they tipped all our tea in the fucking harbour, didn't they, them Yanks?
That's right.
So, huh?
That's right.
So I haven't spilt as much tea as them have.
Yes. That was. They made a massive, great big brew that day. Then.
I don't do drama anymore, CF Woody. I don't do drama anymore. Past that. I don't give a fuck anymore. No.
No, I don't turn into a gremlin if I don't have my meds. If I don't have my meds, let's see. If I don't have my meds, I can't feel my hands in the morning. One of those meds is one of the chemotherapy drugs they give me has given me a bit of nerve damage, which has caused me to have pins and needles in my fingers and arms. And 2 of the tablets that I have there, and I've only got 1 of them. No, I haven't. I've got 2 of them. 2 of the tablets I take there I have to take at night, and they're amitriptyline. I'm sure people have heard of, and they actually sort the nerve damage out so I can function the next day. I have a chloromethine, which you probably know better as Piriton, which is an antihistamine because this actually goes into my arm, into a hole in my arm there, and it actually irritates me quite badly. So I have to take an antihistamine, otherwise I'm scratching all night. Another one is to protect my stomach from the effects of the chemotherapy that I'm having. And the last one is to help improve my white blood cell count because the chemotherapy depletes my my white blood cell count. It also makes me piss red. I'm actually pissing bright red, and I will be pissing bright red for another couple of days because of one of the drugs they put in me, which is rather funny. So that's what my meds are. So I don't actually turn into a gremlin, but it causes me a lot of problems the next day if I don't actually take them. I had my chemotherapy. I've got to tell you, I had my chemotherapy on Friday. I get it every 21 days, and I had my last chemotherapy session on Friday. Now, for 4 days after the chemotherapy, that's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, I have to take very high dose steroids every morning. Very high dose steroids every morning, which is a bit of a problem because it means I'm fucking buzzing all day. And then I've got to take high dose Piriton, which does the exact opposite, knocks me out. And when I take this, I'm in a crazy situation that it's just gone midnight here, in about 50 minutes, I will be both absolutely shattered and wanting to dance on the ceiling at the same time. That's a conflict like you wouldn't believe. But that's what happens to me if I don't take the drugs. It causes me a lot of problems tomorrow. But I appreciate the humour in the Gremlins remark. That only happens when I get wet in the rain.
Yeah, that sounds so much like when I have bad insomnia and I'm just absolutely exhausted. I can't get out of bed to do anything to try to make me tired, but my brain is disco dancing. And I could be laying there and my body is absolutely shattered and everything. I cannot get out of bed. I'm too tired. But the brain's going, yeah. And it's awful. It's awful. So I feel your pain there.
I'll tell you that, right? I'm not a trooper, right? It's just that this is my outlook on life. I'm not one of these people that's going to lay down to cancer and say, oh my God, I'm dying, woe is me, right? Throughout my life, I've never seen obstacles. I've seen challenges, and this is just yet another challenge. It's just yet another thing for me to beat. It's in my makeup. It's like the world record. It was there for me to beat, so I beaten it. And it's like this cancer. I mean, this is not my first lot of chemotherapy. This is my 4th time now. I've had chemotherapy 4 times, and I've had radiotherapy once. So I'm battling on. I'm still here. I mean, I'm a 9-year cancer survivor, which I think is great, and I intend to get another 9 years as well. And the only way I can do it is by being positive.
No.
Oh, fuck off, Mickey.
Oops.
It's not worse. It's not good or bad. It's just another stage of my life. Somebody once told me many years ago, you never get old alone. And I didn't quite understand what they meant until I started to get old, which I consider to be over 45. You never get old alone means that when you start to get old, it comes with its own little niggles and pains, doesn't it, guys?
Oh yeah.
So you never get alone. And they say laughter is the best medicine. It really is. You've got to have a happy outlook on life, especially when you're faced with something like this. You know, it's all I can do is joke about it. I can't take cancer seriously. I have to be light about it because it's how I deal with it. It's the only way I can. If you must know.
And Steve knows when I take the piss.
Yeah, I don't mind.
It's not meant.
I don't mind. You can't offend. There's nothing you can call me that I've never been called before, Mickey.
Exactly that.
And I've never been in the army, and there's still nothing you can call me that I haven't been called before.
No.
I'm a very positive person as well. You do have to be. I'm an optimist and I'm a positive person. Because I mean the alternative. I've been the alternative. I've suffered a few times of major depressive episodes.
I'm sorry. I'm a bit curious here. Sorry to interrupt. My Twitter feed is suddenly full of American midterms. Can somebody explain that to me?
It's the midterm elections, isn't it?
Oh, well, thank you, Mickey. That really explains it.
Well, you asked, and I put it simple for you because I know you're a simple guy. You know, I mean, just.
Are you following lots of Americans, Steve?
No, it's Twitter. It's just exploded with it. It's the BBC actually that have put up loads of tweets about it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's whoever you follow will be what it gives you.
Yeah.
And people retweeting it. Yeah. So I've had major depressive episodes, and that is the alternative to being an optimist and positive person. And it's horrible because when you're in that black cloud, nothing seems good, nothing seems great. There's no future, there's no hope. And honestly, generally I'm a very positive, optimistic, happy person, very calm, laid back, and everything. So yeah, the alternative is just to be a miserable old git, and we'll end up like Mickey.
Hey.
I've got a Cockwomble domain name, Mickey.
You got a what?
I've got a Cockwomble domain name.
I don't know. I don't want to know what's the matter with your cock.
I've got a domain name, cockwomble.uk. Thought I'd share that with you.
Where are you pointing it?
Yeah.
I've got no idea. Type it in and see. Type it in and see.
That's funny. Nat Green says usually I am positive unless it's match day and Norwich are playing.
I'll have to go to Google. I'll have to go to Google Domains to find out. But type it in and see.
Is it co.uk?
No, cockwomble.uk.
Thank you. I missed what the extension was.
.uk. Cockwomble.uk.
I got it then, but I missed it, and it's pointing at YouTube.
All right. Okay. Yeah, it is. It's pointing at my YouTube. Yeah, that's where it's pointing then, at my YouTube. See, I've got lots of
Norwich.
I've got lots of domain names,
Norwich.
Tracy. I just haven't got uses for them.
Yeah.
I was in Norwich not last week, the week before on a Saturday, and I was playing at home. I think there's about 10 people walking towards the ground. Just answering that there.
All right. I was just seeing what was going on because it went to YouTube, and then YouTube was telling me that there was things that I hadn't seen yet. So I was like, oh.
I do think Emery will sort it out, to be fair. Good start against Man U last week, or the weekend, should I say. I think that's probably... No, I wouldn't want Dean Smith back. You can fucking keep him. Huh? Look what he done to Norwich. Oh, shit, no. But yeah, I think Emery will sort it out. It's going to take him some time. I think the weekend was just new manager syndrome, which I think every team gets when a new manager comes in. They always seem to win the first one. But I think he's got to be given time. He's got to be given 2 or 3 years, I think, to sort it out. It's no good. That's the problem with football these days. It's 6 months and they're out. You know, I mean, don't forget the players he's got there are not his players. They're players that were bought in by Gerrard and Smith and people before him. So he needs time to formulate his own team. Same with any club that gets a new manager, and they're not given the time. No, I don't want him. You can fucking shove him up your arse, mate. I don't want Dean Smith, thank you. Yeah. You're absolutely right, mate. Negative football. That's what he played at Villa.
Hey, best
We're
pal.
talking about football, best pal. Obviously, you're popping in and out, or probably looking for your car in some Cornish field while you blow your head off with a fucking firework. You're absolutely right. 6 months is good for a Watford manager. Yeah, it is. Huh? I can't remember how many. 5 last year, was it? I can't remember. 4, 5? Absolutely ridiculous. But, I mean, managers need to be given 2 or 3 years. But football these days is all about instant success. And no manager can do that. What's happening to Man United? Well, I think they'll be playing in the fucking first division next, or the year after next, the way they're going. Yeah. Why the fuck they brought Ronaldo back, I ain't got a clue. Sorry, is this going all over your head, Tracy?
It's fine, just to carry on.
I'm just talking to our people.
Yeah, no, I know you carry on, it's fine. There'll be things that I can join in with, but until when I hear words that I understand, I'll be able to join in. I need a wee anyway.
Words of one syllable.
Carry on, I need the toilet again. That bloody coffee's coming to me.
Oh dear.
Ow.
So yeah, that's my take on it. I mean, for me, I'd go with Mo Salah. To be quite honest, I would go for Salah. I quite like Salah. I'd love him in the Villa team, or De Bruyne for that matter. For the long run, I'd have to go with Haaland. But for the short term, I'd still go with Salah. I like Salah. He's a good player. Haaland's still a youngster. He's still got a lot to prove yet. He's a very good player. Actually, it rings when it rings. It rings the the old Nokia ringtone that every phone used to fucking have. That's what my doorbell does.
Oh God, that was Trigger Happy TV, and it was and he'd stand up with the giant phone and be shouting,
Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry, Madadillos. I'm sorry. You shouldn't. I mean, it's nothing we're doing here. I mean, I'm uploading to Twitch at a gigabit, so it's not our end.
Needs to do a try just refreshing the browser, because we get network errors sometimes.
Yeah, Control F5 if you're on Windows.
Anyway, guys, at 12:30, I'm going to disappear.
Okay, that sounds about good for me as well, Mickey, because I'm starting to come down now, which is why I'm being a bit quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Biden's disabled her Wi-Fi probably.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, what was she doing? But Biden's so random that it could well have been. Or Elon Musk. I know he's absolutely nothing to do with the internet system, but you just never know. He might be going, yeah.
They've got terrible internet providers over there. People like Verizon and that are absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Because I got friends that are in America and they're always moaning about, I think it's Verizon. I think that's what it's called. But yeah.
CF Woody says, never seen her work so hard to fix something. She's missing us. She's missing us.
Well, I'll be gone in 10 minutes anyway.
Yeah,
so.
we're all switching off in about.
We're all going in 10 minutes. I mean, we've been going at it for
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours now, nearly 3 hours.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you know what? I think, do you know what dragged them all in here tonight? It's you putting there, Mickey's pulling his pork, in it.
Yeah, that's what's brought them in. And
Huh?
Tracy's licking windows, yeah.
I do think that it probably helped because of the randomness of the title. Random.
You see what Nat Green put?
Yeah, she's gonna be.
She didn't know what Pornhub was. She looked like she can't watch it.
She's gonna be gutted when she gets it fixed at 12:29, and we're all going.
We'll be back at 9:45 p.m. GMT on Wednesday night.
Or UTC.
Yeah, they're both the same now, aren't they?
I haven't got a UTC.
That's a UTI.
Me and Mickey might be streaming on my other channel tomorrow, in the afternoon.
Yes. Yeah, a bit of
Gaming.
bit
We'll
of
be in the
World of
Discord
Warships
anyway.
tomorrow.
Whatever happens, we'll be in the Discord. But I might actually put this on a channel.
In Mickey's diabolical.
You'll leave.
Oh, she's back. She's just got up on her phone. Well,
Yeah, Mickey gets it up on his phone as well when he's watching Pornhub.
I do. Yeah, Pornhub. Another 5-6 minutes or so, I think. 8 minutes.
Yeah.
It's early for you over there in the States. I mean, it's nearly midnight, and this old crotchety old bastard's got to go to sleep.
I talk about.
And I'm just winding down.
So yeah, so there's 2 links in there. Don't do what Best Pal did and just click on one and wonder why there's a lady there. There's 2 links there. One of them's Steve's, Woody, and one of them's mine, the Greenwood. And so you can follow us on Twitter and find us on Twitch and YouTube. And Mickey hasn't got socials yet, but we're nagging him. We're nagging.
That's because I don't want to get found.
It's,
I don't want to be stalked around the internet.
Any more stalkers?
it's not.
Well, I don't want any more
It's not
stalkers. Yeah.
LinkedIn Best Pal, it's Linktree. And wonder why the child was a picture. No, you clicked on my link. That was me in the picture. Because you were going, who's the lady? That was me. You couldn't work, you thought it was going to be Woody, but it was me. So, I mean, if you think I was a child, that's lovely. Because I was about 40, early 40s then. So, so thank you. I don't think I look like a child, but the one that I've got there now, though, if you click on it now, I'm definitely not a child in that. It's gonna click now and wondering what I'm talking about.
Before we go, on Friday, I believe it's the 11th.
Yuff.
It is actually Memorial Day.
Yes, it is. We'll have to do something special for that.
So yeah.
Oh right, yes.
Being an ex-soldier myself, I take that rather.
I take it rather seriously. There's a phrase that my granddad taught me that I think is very profound. They gave up their tomorrows for our yesterdays.
Yeah, exactly that.
Oh yeah, I'll do some motion graphics. I'll write it down now. I'll get some motion graphics going for that. All right.
Yeah.
Some nice motion graphics. Okay, I'll do that. I'll sort that out for Friday. But yeah, I like that. They gave their tomorrows for our yesterdays. I think sums it up perfectly.
They certainly did. Yeah. But we got to remember also Remembrance Day isn't now. The poppy isn't now just about the First and the Second World Wars. It encompasses all conflicts.
Yeah, it remembers the dead.
Then.
Yeah, it remembers the dead.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Yeah.
I didn't.
So,
It's not about a war. It's they gave their tomorrows for our yesterdays.
yeah. Although it originated from the First War, from Flanders. That's where the poppy originated, from Flanders.
Also, a lot of people like the white poppy because I believe that signifies peace or something. So.
No, I'll do something
don't
with
believe
proper
in
red
basic-
poppies, motion graphic wise.
Yeah, red poppies is what
I'm
it's
very
all about.
old-fashioned
White
like
poppies
that.
is another fucking.
I would.
yeah.
We have a little assembly on the at the War Memorial in Chislehurst that I normally go to, but I can't go out at the moment. Otherwise, I'd go there and I'd take my camera with me and I'd film it and broadcast that. But
I shall be down at our memorial on Friday
okay,
morning.
Okay.
Yep. But I just thought I'd mention that because I didn't know if it was Thursday or Friday, but I just had a look, and it's the 11th is on Friday.
yeah,
Which
the 11th hour of the
Remembrance
11th minute of the 11th day, isn't it? When the
Yeah.
armistice was signed in
11th.
Marseille in the station in the railway car.
That's right. First World War.
The 11th hour of the 11th minute of the 11th day, which is rather interesting because Hitler actually stored that railway car where the Kaiser had signed it, and then when they invaded France and France surrendered, he made the French sign the surrender document in the same car. Did you know that?
Yes. Yeah, I did. Yeah, yeah.
Nasty
he had
man.
it
Talk
pulled
about
into
bearing a
Paris
grudge.
especially.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it's time for me.
Yes, it's time for all of us to go. So I'll just
Good night.
I'll just say goodbye, Reddit. It's been fun, all three of you. So that's Reddit gone.
Yep. Goodbye. Good night, everybody. We will see you on Wednesday. Same time, same place.
I'll say good night to you all, folks. It's been a pleasure for your company tonight. We've actually had I think we've had a bit of a laugh tonight. So stay safe, keep your family safe, and I'll see you on Wednesday.
We'll see you all on Wednesday, or you can come and chat to us in the Discord. I'll be about tomorrow. I'll be about for a few hours tonight in the Discord because I've got some work to do on the websites that I've been finding things to do. So until then, goodbye.
Wow.